Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the guys in the earth. This Rashid Clan 365. And this my man.
This is Ethan. I'm Ethan David Ibn Means Bay.
And we starting this podcast and we're gonna talk about all the things that they try to keep us in the dark about. You know what I'm saying? All the things that's right in front of your face. They don't want us to realize who we really are. We different beings, you know what I'm saying? Why you think it's the reason why they say it's mankind and humankind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta read between the lines.
For sure. And people gotta, get more on top of their own selves, keeping themselves clean, keeping they controlling their thoughts. And we have to use all that we have learned throughout our lives, whether we was growing up Christians, Jehovah's Witnesses, Muslims, so forth. We got to use all of that together. We can't just use one thing. We have to use all things because they separated these things and turned it into multiple things due to the fact to confuse us and to cause conflict. You know what I mean? So everything is conflict based. So we get away from the conflict, we start being able to make progress.
Yeah, we gotta let these spiderweb differences keep us separated because we all want justice, equality. You know what I'm saying? Freedom, justice, and equality. You know what I'm saying? So, and every scripture, show me a scripture that tell you how to be a bad person. So everybody got to get off this nut stuff thinking that they the best.
That's right.
And that they the only ones that's going to make it to the paradise. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you Muslim don't mean you going to paradise if you out here running around selling crack, shooting people, and doing all other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the Jehovah's Witness that only had sex with his wife, never cussed, never lied, lived a good up life, he gonna get there a little bit before you, and you're gonna be a little bit upset.
That's right. That's true. People is just really fooled, through religion, we become so callous, be things like, religion that teaches us not to pray for our dead family members that didn't enter into the religion that we in.
Yeah.
And I know.
I pray for my grandma and grandpa.
So do I.
I don't care.
So do I. But I went some years really,
I battle with it too. I asked a lot of imams about that and all that, and like they said, they did the best with the religion what they could. You only could be judged by what you know.
Plus, a lot of the people didn't never hear of Muhammad.
That's what I'm saying. So you're going to be judged by what you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just can't believe, well, it ain't about what I believe. It's about what I know now more than what I believe. Because a lot of times people believe in things that's not true.
Yeah, that's true.
To be in the know is always better. Even on the high level of the Islamic teachings, teaches us, you'll hear the famous scholars there, begin the opening of their lectures, they'll say, so no, ilm, so no. You know what I mean? So knowing is better than belief. You know your parents. You don't believe in your parents.
Yeah,
you know. You know what I mean? So like it's the same thing with Allah, God, the universe, the spirit, whatever you want to call it. The force. I like to call it the force. When I'm in my child like my But it's all the same. It's all the same. But people, the conflict thing conflict makes money. Conflict, need people to come in with fake cures for man-made conflicts.
So and they make money off them guns they create all these wars off. It's a constant economic, stability for the powers to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who don't want the real people to have the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
this my thing is, right, everything on earth flourishes when the sun shines on it.
Right.
Not the Caucasians. They burn.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff too. It's a lot of stuff to that. You got to know who you are, and people, whether you're pale skin or you're dark brown skin, you know what I mean. You got to know who you are. It's not like it ain't about that because people running around, and just cause all people that got pale skin is not the same.
Yeah.
Just like all people that's melanated is not the same.
No, you gotta judge each individual on their own character.
But I'm gonna be honest, like, well, my thing, the way I started elevating, right, mentally, I had to go through a stage, and when I got mad at people, like with the white and black thing, you know what I'm saying? Because once I started learning more about the truth, I started seeing where we were getting tricked up But
Yeah.
you know, you go through a stage. I was mad for a very long time, but then you know, I elevated again, and then I just start going away, start like reconciling certain things, and then understanding. You know, the more you know, like, oh, it's them. But guess what? No, it's them, and the other thems look like me. So
Yeah.
then now you got to think like, you know, you got the dude in the church, you know what I'm saying? He ain't talking about nothing prior to, like, let's say colonial, you know, all the colonialism and all that different stuff, you know, or you got an imam in the masjid. These people are supposed to be doing different things. Actually, they're supposed to be enforcing certain agreements and treaties that was made for the people like that was here when they, you know, they came. And this ain't like no white and black thing, because for real, the first Europeans that came to America is black people, so-called. You know what I mean? So like you thinking that the original, them Spanish people, that whatever, and all that through the fake history, yeah, it's real, but it's fake in the sense that they got us thinking that it was like so-called white people, but no, these was black people. So you gotta be conscious of everything
You
in
gotta
order to
dig
win.
for yourself.
Right.
You gotta dig for yourself. And I know with me, I was at conflict with the white-black thing too. But then I realized, man, I got too much white in my blood.
Yeah.
My great-grandparent was Scottish. My great-grandma was German. You know what I'm saying? So if I hate white people, I'm hating a part of myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to let go of that so I could be free.
And then, you know, like, the more you investigate about the past, the more you'll see that in the past, everything was, everybody was at peace.
Yeah.
You know, and even in the so-called mainstream history, they talk about the Moors ruling, you know, Europe, and everybody being at peace, like the so-called Muslims,
the Jews,
and
the Christians, Sabians, all of them.
Everybody was cool and
chilling.
Right. So what that tell you? In order to get back to peace, prosperity, you know, and all that, we got to get back into the mind of the people in the past, and we also got to get back to what they was on. Now all this new stuff, it's not real, for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's illusion.
And you can't learn it all in one day or accept it all in one day, but little, and you'll see the time we in the age of Aquarius. People that's not waking up, they think they're gonna stay asleep, and then you got a lot of people that's dying because they can't take this reality that's being formed now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it really. A lot of people ain't even gonna be around soon.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad, but you know, that's what you know, the universe, the earth is doing. Allah, God, you know what I'm saying? This place didn't clean. It ain't never. I don't never think it's gonna be the end of the world. It's just that Allah might flood this junk and get all us out here and bring somebody. And you know, a couple people gonna survive.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? We the ascendants of the survivors. So we still, if it be enough flood, we gonna survive, and then we coming back again.
Cause we all the children of Noah.
Yeah. Anybody that's really all the melanated people. You're definitely a survivor, because your grandma and grandpapa is the ones who survived the mud floods, the water floods, the earthquakes, and all that. The proof is, we here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You know, I want good for myself, and I want the same thing for everybody. So, you know, I think we into a time of action, or so we got to start actualizing what we say we've been on all these years, and even now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to actualize it. You know, we got to be out here setting an example for people that's coming from where we just was at last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like
time to man up, level up, baby.
You know, and me and this brother, we grew up together. So, and we sitting here in Happy Hollow, in the Hollow. You know what I mean? So like, this is like, we sitting in a spot where we didn't drain right here. You know what I mean? Sitting on the same bench in the park. And it's the truth. And
we can make it a positive place.
Right. It's time. That's, you know, we in that time.
Yeah.
You know? And for anybody out there who is any kind of religion and they don't have nobody to talk to, because, you know, when you first start elevating, you be scared to talk about certain stuff because you know how harsh and you know how vicious people is in your religion. And you don't have nobody. Well, guess what? After we post this video, everybody know who's on. Like, now you got 2 more people to talk to.
Yeah.
So that's just basically what it is, and we just build on, you know, elevation. Ain't no conflict.
That's it.
If you Muslim, go ahead, be that.
As long as you keep striving for human excellence.
Right.
So it's all about.
So that's all I probably really wanted to say.
All right, that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Well, this is the first introduction, John. And I hope everybody out there have good health, wealth, and prosperity. And in the best of health and spirits. And I hope somebody got some good out of it. And everything that was bad, or if you found faulty, it was from me. It wasn't from Allah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I'm gonna just second what he said and say peace to everybody. Salam alaikum, shalom, whatever.
Yeah, shalom. Yeah, I gotta learn all the different, because we got more than one language.
So, Ashe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all
dig it.
that.
Yeah,
So,
all that.
yeah,
All
so
that. So we gonna have another joint on here soon. Real soon.
Yeah, stay prayed up.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.